should have found a theme song for this tournament. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to round 2 of my TBR tournament. Today's video is the nonfiction semifinals. In this video, I will be presenting you with the 2 pairs of nonfiction books that have moved forward from round 1 and asking you to pick one book from each pair that will advance to the finals for this genre. In round 1, I started with 32 books, 8 in 4 genres, and I narrowed them down to 4 books for each genre by choosing the one that had the highest average rating on Goodreads. So I've already done the bulk of the elimination, but we still have a ways to go. So in this video, your nonfiction contenders are Under the Banner of Heaven, Death's Acre, The Good Nurse, and Columbine. So the first pair is actually Under the Banner of Heaven by Jon Krakauer and Death's Acre by Dr. Bill Bass and John Jefferson. These books are going head to head, and your vote will determine which one of these moves forward. So in these videos, I do want to tell you a little bit about the books. I didn't do that in round 1. So first we have Under the Banner of Heaven by Jon Krakauer. Jon Krakauer, as you may know, writes investigative type nonfiction where he chooses a subject and he immerses himself within the culture of that subject, so to speak, in order to write a really well-informed book on the matter. Under the Banner of Heaven is his account and investigation of the Mormon faith, specifically the aspects of that faith that will encourage people to willingly break the law under the guise that they are enacting their religious right, so to speak. So specifically, this book does focus on 2 brothers who killed a woman and her baby daughter with the reasoning that they received a commandment from God to do so. And so from my understanding, this book investigates the lines between faith-based decisions and other society or law-based decisions, how people are committing heinous acts under the, I don't want to say delusion, but I kind of want to say delusion. They're committing unacceptable, horrible, sometimes heinous acts in the name of their chosen God, in the name of their chosen religion. So I've always wanted to read this book since I heard about this book. It was my number 1 pick for the nonfiction category and saved by its average rating on Goodreads. So let me know if you would prefer this one over its competitor, Death's Acre. Death's Acre is the story, or it says, inside the legendary forensic lab, the body farm, where the dead do tell tales. This is about this area of land designated to study the forensic aspects of decaying bodies. Basically. Super morbid now that I'm saying it out loud. But essentially, if your body is donated to science, there are a lot of ways in which your body can be utilized. One of them is to go to this, it's not actually called Death's Acre, but it's body farm, to go to this body farm and be subjected to certain conditions in order to forensically study how the body responds or interacts with those conditions. For instance, a submerged corpse. How does it decompose? How long does it take for certain things to wash away? Evidence, for example, or fire, or being locked in a hot trunk, or, all of these things that would help investigators solve brutal crimes. The study of that, the evidence for that, comes in large part from this body farm in Tennessee. So this book goes into that. It's just subject matter that fascinates me, as morbid as it is. So, between Death's Acre and Under the Banner of Heaven, please let me know down below which one you would rather see advance to the nonfiction finals. Dun, dun, dun. The second nonfiction pairing is between The Good Nurse and Columbine. Columbine was higher on my ranked list of nonfiction that I want to read. This should be relatively self-explanatory. This is all of the documents and investigative work done by one journalist surrounding the Columbine mass shooting in 1999. It's full of interviews and full of journals taken from the perpetrators, and just really dissects, from my understanding, it just really dissects what led up to and what happened during the mass shooting at Columbine High School. So still, I mean, 1999 is when this occurred. This book originally came out in 2009. It's been 10 years since the book even came out. And oddly enough, it's still relevant. It's still relevant. It still is worthy of discussion and study. And, you know, we haven't gone far enough in preventing tragedies like Columbine. So again, it's just an area of fascination for me. It would be difficult to read, but I do want to read it. And its competitor is The Good Nurse. This is a book by Charles Graeber. This is the story of a man working in hospitals as a nurse and killing people. This particular individual is implicated in over 400 deaths taking place prior to his 2003 arrest. And yeah, he was a registered nurse that everyone probably assumed was taking care of their family member or their loved one, and that family member or loved one may have passed. He may have been responsible for it. It's just it's a terrifying concept, but I'm super intrigued to learn more about the story, and will probably walk away from it afraid to go to the hospital for anything. So let me know, between Columbine and The Good Nurse, which one of those books that you would like to see advance to the nonfiction finals. Dun, dun, dun. I will leave links to these books in the description box below. And I will be back tomorrow to talk to you about the mystery thriller semifinals and the 4 books chosen from that genre. So thank you so much for participating and for watching, and I will see you all very soon.